Hello, hello. Hi. My lights just came off. That was kind of scary. I was scared.
It's Atomikjaye!
Hey everyone! If you're one of the OGs that watched my last video, thank you for watching that and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a thrift flip from this jacket that I found for $4 at a thrift shop to this skirt. I can't really get into the camera like that. But yeah, I love the floral pattern. I found it was great, it was awesome. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, definitely like this video and subscribe to this channel. Darn it, I forgot to say, this dress has pockets. Like, it has pockets, okay? Because it's 2019 and all dresses should have pockets, okay? Alright, stay tuned for this video. Bye.
Welcome to my first thrift flip. Today we will take this thrifted jacket and turn it into this skirt. Some supplies you will need are a jacket, marking pens or chalk, pins, a ruler or measuring tape, thin fabric for the pocket lining, seam ripper, lightweight fusible interfacing, a buttonhole attachment, furry check, snaps, thread and needles. And supplies that are not pictured are a sewing machine, an iron, and optional supplies are a serger, and some jeans for reference. First, you'll want to put your jacket around your waist. Button up your jacket as far as it will go. To ensure your jacket will fit, keep in mind the arm seams. You may want to pinch the arm seams across your hips to make sure it isn't too small. Mark how high up you want your skirt. Now lay your jacket out flat. Find the mark and cut across and around the arm seams. This is what mine looks like when it is done. Next, wear your skirt again and take in all the extra fabric until you get your desired fit. Pin to keep in place. Lay your skirt out flat and rearrange the pins to get rid of any possible wrinkles and unevenness. You should try your skirt on again to make sure the fit didn't change. To make sewing easier, I mark the sewing path with a water-soluble marker. Be sure to test before use because after I washed my marks away, they actually came back. This is what it looks like when done. Now take it to your sewing machine. I tried my skirt on again to make sure the fit didn't change. I also cut off the remaining yoke from the top. So now we will work on the pockets. I found a pair of jeans to trace the pocket shape, but you could easily make your own. I then cut out the pattern and use it as a template. Trace your pocket pattern onto your skirt. Mark a ½ inch above the line. This will be your seam allowance. Continue with the other side. Now we will work on our pocket yoke. Lay down your extra fabric on top of the traced pocket. Here I am trying to match the pattern a little. It still ended up a little bit off in the end, but bonus points for trying, right? Make sure you have enough space around your pocket. Next, take your pocket and trace ½ inch on the side and top, and about 2 inches around the curve. This is what it looks like when it's done. Ignore the second line, I ended up cutting around the original line anyway. Because I decided after I had sewn the side seams that I wanted a pocket, I seamed with the sides open to cut out the pocket. Be sure to cut the pockets on the front of your piece. This is how our pockets look so far. Now we want to work on our pocket's back lining. Fold your lining fabric, leaving about 1 inch on the side of your yoke and about 2.5 inches on the bottom. It should look like this. Next, we are going to cut out our front pocket lining. Fold your fabric and place your back pocket lining on top. Make sure the folded fabric covers the sides. Now lay your skirt over the pocket. I could have easily used my template again looking back, but I didn't, so yeah. Trace the pocket opening. Here I left the back lining on the top of my fabric. At the time I thought it was a mistake, but later on I realized it was helpful to line up the pocket pieces. So I took the back lining piece out and traced the curve again. Here is where I lined the back lining to the front piece. I cut around it, making sure to remove the back lining piece before I cut out the curve. These are how your pieces should look. You should have 2 yokes, 2 back linings, and 2 front pocket linings. This is how we will put our pocket together. Make sure you finish your edges. This fabric does spray. Here I am using a serger, but you can easily do a simple zigzag stitch. Now we will sew our yoke to our back pocket pieces. Here are our pieces. Now take the front pocket lining with right sides together, pin the front lining to the front of your skirt. And sew. Next, you want to trim the seam and clip your curves. Next, we'll flip the lining to the inside and iron flat. Here I am doing something called finger pressing. This is basically creasing the fabric so that it's easier to iron. And of course, repeat for the other side. Next, top stitch. I did 2 lines because that's what the jacket's top stitch design was. Here's what mine looks like. Next, you want to flip your skirt to the inside and place your back pocket yoke and lining on the front lining and pin in place. After you've done that, be sure to do a little stay stitch within the seam allowances to keep the pocket opening in place. Then you want to sew your pocket linings together. Be sure not to sew to the front of your skirt. Now we will work on the hem. So when I sewed the side seams down, I realized I didn't like the unevenness of the hem. So I opened up the hem just enough to be able to sew the side seam straight down, and then I would be able to turn the hem up to its original size. Next, I put on my skirt and realized the waist was still a little bit too big, so I added some darts. Here I'm just showing the process. I folded the back of my skirt in half and drew a line in the center of the fold on both sides, about 4 inches in length. Then I pinched in how much I needed to take in at the top and tapered it down. I sewed my darts and I pressed the darts toward the center of my body. After you are 100% sure of the fit, cut off the extra fabric at the side seams. Now we will work on the waistband. Measure the top of your skirt. Mine measured around 34 inches. We will use one of the sleeves to make our waistband. I cut the sleeve open and even seam ripped some of the hem to have a little bit more space. Because the waist on my skirt measured 34 inches and I wanted my waistband to be 1.5 inches, here were my measurements. I still ended up cutting the waistband slightly longer because I'm paranoid and I didn't want to cut it too short. So not shown here, but later on I had to iron on fusible interfacing because I forgot. But right here at this step, you'll want to add fusible interfacing to your waistband pieces. Now place your rectangles right sides together and sew the center back seam. Iron the seam and fold the waistband over and press. Next, you'll want to find the center back of your skirt marked here with a pin and match up your seam with the pin. Continue pinning your waistband. Now sew with a 1/2 inch seam. Press. I wanted to reuse the jacket's button for my waistband, but looking back now, the button isn't sturdy at all. I would suggest finding replacement buttons for durability. But what I did here was cut around the button and attached it to my waistband, like this. Next, fold down a 1/2 inch on the other side of your waistband and press. Hold your waistband right sides together and sew the openings closed. Like this. Trim your seams and fold right sides out. Now we're going to top stitch our waistband. When you are top stitching the bottom of your waistband, make sure you are catching the turned up seam allowance on the inside of your skirt. This is what mine looks like when done. Now we will work on those raggedy seams. This step is definitely optional, but I did a clean finish hem, where I folded the raw edges down a 1/4 of an inch and sewed them. You can also serge your seams or zigzag them. This is what it looks like when done, nice and clean. You can now fold up the hem and top stitch, like this. You're going to move forward to the buttonhole. What I did here was take an existing buttonhole and place it over the waistband and trace it. This is how wide you want your buttonhole to be. I then attached my buttonhole foot and checked my sewing machine settings and began sewing my buttonhole. My sewing machine is crap, so I have to pull and push to get this to work. If anyone has any sewing machine recommendations, please let me know, I need it. After you're done with your buttonhole struggle, you want to use frayed check in and around your buttonhole. This will help it from fraying. Once dry, use your seam ripper to open the hole. And now we got the buttonhole. Your skirt is pretty much done at this point, but when I put it on, I realized the button spacing was a bit too big, so I added snaps in between. This is where you would want to hand sew your snaps on. And now you're done! Look at them pockets though! If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more. Also, follow me on my social media down below. Thanks for watching and see y'all sometime in the near future. Bye!